my name is Richie and welcome back to another video. Today join me on the West Coast Mainline to have a look at the Lioness Line, which has recently come as part of this route, and drive this wonderful Class 710. Ain't it beautiful? So yeah, today I'm going to be having a little bit of a first look at the Lioness Line. I've given it a bit of a go in a stream recently, but I thought I'd properly have a little look at the Lioness Line, because obviously, if you didn't know, the West Coast Mainline, the southern portion of it is the full Watford DC line, Lioness Line, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, we're going to drive this Class 710 from here at Watford Junction, as you can see, down towards Harrow and Wealdstone. So today I've jumped into an early morning service to Charlie 06 Watford Junction to London Euston. Let's get started and let's get going. I need to put that into in and that into forwards and open the doors on the right hand side. Doors, there you go. And then we also need to need to turn on the headlights. Cool, beautiful. This is Watford Junction. This is the northern terminus of the Lioness Line. And I spotted the other day, there's a train spotter somewhere. Where was he now? I think he was down here somewhere. Where is he? There he is. Look at him cheesing with his camera. So yeah, this is Watford Junction. This is where the Avanti West Coast would stop in between Euston and Milton Keynes. It's also where you see all the 350s, and it's also where the 377s terminate. There's one there. Look at it. Right, there we go. All our passengers are loaded up, and the doors have already shut. So let's get to Watford High Street. I must admit, as we leave Watford Junction, I quite like how the station's got overground branding. Look at that. It's got the roundel and all sorts. It does get a little bit confusing because obviously you've got green signage as well, which is it's got a bit of an identity crisis here. Anyway, right, let's go. We need to get up to 15 mile an hour and get to Watford High Street. So on this run, we'll be calling out Watford High Street, Bushey, Carpenter's Park, Hatch End, Headstone Lane and Harrow and Wealdstone. So obviously the top 5-6 stations are all brand new to the game and to this route obviously, and then from Harrow down to Queen's Park we've seen before. I know a few people aren't too happy about the timetable. The timetable's quite shallow for this. I think there's only like 70 710 services, which is not quite right. I know there should be about 140, but at least that's something that can be improved over time. And I can imagine as well the southern portion of this route is going to be pretty intense on frame rates. We're going way too quick around this corner, by the way, so come on, focus on what you're doing. I probably should turn on some safety systems, but shall we? Yeah, let's do it. Let's turn some safety systems on. Where is it all? I'm guessing it's that one. Oh, yep, there we go. Cool, right, let me TPWS and AWS.
AWS operational.
Yeah, so this is part of the route where we veer off from the main line towards High Street into quite an interesting looking station. I think the overhead canopy is it's not held up from the floor, it's held up by the side walls or something like that, from what I've looked into anyway. Here it is, and I'll show you what I mean. Here you go, can you see them sort of beams above us now? It's sort of it's kind of is held from the ground. In fact, no, it's not. There's hardly any bars on the ground. Yeah, you can see, look, it's being held up by this, which is quite funky. Quite dangerous, if you ask me, because if one of them breaks, then you've buggered it if you're down here, ain't you? Anyway, right, let's unlock the doors. This is Watford High Street. Cool. Interestingly, the font looks different to some of the other, like the Suffragette line. The font on the roundels looked a bit different. I think that's the sort of default dovetail font. I'm not too sure, but it looks cool anyway. Let's have a little fly around the station. Got PIS and all that sort of good stuff. As you can see, I think they're well, they should be every 15 minutes, but I think they're every half an hour in the timetable because, like I said, it might be quite a lot of memory to include, you know, a 15-minute service for the overground services, and they want to focus on the 350 and the 390, don't they? Right, let's go. Let's have a lovely listen to this, because if you've not heard the 710, this is what it sounds like. There you go. Lovely stuff. Right, we're 990 yards away from Bushey, which is, for some reason, my yards aren't going down. They're going down very slowly anyway, but that don't matter. We'll see it eventually. We'll see a nice curved platform, and that'll be Bushey. One cool thing to note as we approach Bushey is that the approach onto the station is a viaduct, which is quite cool. I highlighted that in the first look video for the West Coast Mainline. I'm going a bit too slow again. I'm not very good at this. I'm not very good. I've played this game for 5 years, you think I'd be good at it. Anyway, this is the viaduct that we're going over now. Let's get a nice little shot over here as the train goes over. There you go, a lovely little viaduct and what looks like to be like a gym or something, or some form of warehouse. Anyway, look at that, beautiful stuff. I tell you what, that's a good photo mode shot there, isn't it? Let's give it a go, right, bit of photo mode. Look at that. What a fantastic photo mode shot that is. Tell you what, that is what we're having. Lovely, I'm very happy with that. Beautiful, and just like that, we're back in the normal settings because I messed around with the time of year and stuff like that. Anyway, right, we're approaching Bushey now. Here you go, it's a nice curved platform, and sometimes the 350s stop on the mainline platforms, which are here. So, a bit slow into the platform, but it's okay, it's fine. I'd rather a cautious stop, right, than overshooting, which you know is very much like me. We've got a 390 over there. Look at that, that's quite cool actually. As we're coming around there, you can see them flying up and down the line. Beautiful. Right, let's approach Bushey. Maybe put a bit more throttle on, because these people want to get on, and we are almost late. We're now late. Okay, that's fine. And let's stop. Is there stop car markers? That will help us out. Yeah, there's one down there, but we're going to stop here anyway, because I can. Just because I can, because we're late. So let's open the doors. And this is Bushey. I must admit, I really like the branding at the station. The fact that we've got orange handles and all that sort of good stuff. It's really quite nice with this route because you've got the variation of the overground stuff that's all orange branded, and then you've got the, well, what's meant to be LNWR branding, which is all green. So, you know, you've got all the different bits and bobs of branding, which is very cool. Anyway, we're up to 20 mile an hour as we come out of Bushey, and we're going to be calling at Carpenter's Park next in 1.3 miles time as we come back onto the main line, which is going to be cool. We're going to be overtaken by some 390s and some 350s and all that sort of good stuff. And now that we're successfully on the main line, we can get up to 45 mile an hour, which I think is the fastest you can go on the Lioness Line, apart from like a very brief period just before Wealdstone, where you can get up to 50. Don't get me wrong, it'd be cool. I don't know if there is any overground lines that go faster than 45 mile an hour. I would assume that's just sort of like a standard. I don't understand why it's so slow on the Lioness Line. I'd imagine the bit along the West Coast Mainline would be pretty high speed. Obviously between Carpenter's Park and stuff, we've got a 350 there. Look at that, beautiful stuff. I did once watch a trains at video at Carpenter's Park, and it's an incredible station to train spot because it's on this curve. Obviously you've got the 710s and whatever coming in, and then because you're stood there, you can see 390s coming really far away, overtaking you, and then the 350s going the other way, and bits and bobs of freight as well. It's a really cool station to train spot at from what I've seen on YouTube. So I might do that, you know. I might do a video like a time-lapse train spotting at Carpenter's Park, because it's, you know, it's kind of just the perfect area for the Lioness Line and for the West Coast Mainline traffic. Anyway, we're approaching Carpenter's Park in about 750 yards time, and I need to think about where to brake. Someone told me about 250 yards, brake 2 is good, so we'll try that out. There we go, 250 yards, just about, brake 2. That should be okay, hopefully. That could be completely wrong. It's a slow stop, slow but gentle stop. Maybe brake 3, maybe I misread it. No? Okay, that theory has been completely blown out of the water. In fact, do you know what? No, I think that's an alright stop, you know. I think if I would have stuck to brake 2, we would have been okay. Yeah, okay, brake 2, that's fine. We've stopped a bit too soon, but that's fine. Open the doors on the right hand side, because you don't want to open it on the left, because otherwise someone might be flattened by a Pendolino, and that would not be good. Right, let's lock the doors. A very quick loading time here, and I think I can hear something coming from somewhere. Let me do a bit of full throttle. Yeah, we've got another 710 there. Look at that, beautiful stuff. Wonderful. Right, let's go. Full throttle, and once my train's departed, I'll show you what it's like for train spotting. So I think they were stood around about here. I need to slow down as well because we're going 46. And there you go, Pendolino. Beautiful. So you can see a Pendolino going really far down there, and you can see him coming from very far in the distance over there. It's a very cool place to train spot. If I time this right, we will just be being overtaken by that Pendolino on the left hand side. There it is. There's the Pendolino. Hey, this is interesting. We've got some stairs leading from the tracks. What is this? Is this meant to be like a signal box or something? Can't go around there. There's stairs there as well. Cool. What's that meant to be? It obviously looks abandoned, but what's it meant to be? Let me know. Here we go, we've got 350 going past us as well. Beautiful stuff. So we've been passed by a lot of stuff. It makes us feel really insignificant, doesn't it? Because we're going 45, just trundling along, and then you've got the 350s going past, going, see ya, and you've got the Pendolinos being like, ta-ra, see you later. Right, we're approaching into Hatch End now, and we're being overtaken by something on the left-hand side. A 377. So that 377, that was at Watford Junction a little while ago. Oh, we're overshooting this. That's fine. We got distracted by the 377. Anyway, yeah, that Southern service that we saw at Watford Junction is obviously overtaking us. So, to be fair, right, if you want to hop on the 377 to get to Harrow and Wealdstone, it's probably just only slightly quicker than getting on the Lioness Line. So, although you'll be travelling for a bit of a longer time... Oh, what's this? Pendolino! Although you'll be travelling for a bit of a longer time, you know, at least the the 710 and the 377 are both viable options, if you needed to know that. Anyway, I'm waffling now. See, I was waffling then a second ago just to distract you from the terrible stop that we've just had. Only 2 cars in the platform. That is absolutely horrendous. Okay, well, we won't focus on that, alright? Just, oh, the doors are shutting by themselves. I forget that it does that. It always confuses me when it shuts itself. But yeah, we won't talk about our stop there. It's fine. Don't matter. Oh, cool, there's a little waiting room there. Look at that, people reading books and stuff. Well, there's a geezer on his phone, watching, I hope it's something appropriate. Can we see? No, we can't. It looks like... don't even know what that is. And we've also got a geezer reading a book. There you go. Right, cool, let's go. Full throttle. Full throttle towards Headstone Lane, I think, which is next. Cool. Let's go, go, go. Wonderful stuff. I'm really enjoying this. I'm really going to enjoy these sorts of runs. It's my sort of style. I mean, I like this route and all the different runs, you know, because you've obviously got a bit of high speed, you've got a bit of freight. I'm not overly fussed about freight, but you know, you've got different types of runs. I've got another 350 going past there, you know, so you've got a bit of semi-express, a bit of, you know, fully express, commuter, a lot of different styles of running, which I really like. And obviously the Lioness Line is to in and fro in, which is what I really like. It's why I like my home route, Birmingham Cross City, so much, because it's like you can do this, go down to Euston, change ends, come back up to Watford, change ends, go back down. You could do a full shift on this if you wanted to, which I might do one day. One day I might do like a full shift, you know, stream or something. I just need to make sure I get my proper setup going, because if it crashes halfway through, that won't work. Anyway, we're approaching Headstone Lane. Let's get brake 2 in again. 250 yards, brake 2. Let's see if this works. Okay, we didn't test it last time because we were getting distracted. So let's slow down. Hopefully that's going to be all right. Maybe a bit of brake 3 towards the end. Should be okay. Do you know what? Yeah. Okay. So somewhere in between brake 2 and brake 3. So we could probably do brake 3 at like 200 yards, which is quite cool. That's a decent stop. That's a much better stop than the previous one. We've made up for it. Beautiful. This is Headstone Lane, which is serving these houses, I'm guessing. See, this is really cool here, because obviously you've got the 4-track main line on the West Coast Mainline, and then obviously you've got the 2 tracks of the Lioness Line. So for like a good chunk of this route, about 20 miles of this route, it's like six lines running parallel. That's pretty nuts, isn't it? Pretty insane. Right, let's lock our doors and get towards Harrow, which I think is the next and final stop for this video. And then I'm going to carry on driving the 710 down to Euston, because I'm really enjoying this. Let's go, full throttle, because I don't care about passenger comfort. Right, let's go. Beautiful. It's a really strong horn on the 710. I absolutely love the horn on it. Right, let's go. Harrow and Wealdstone is in 1.2 miles time, where we might see that 377 again if it's not left. It might have left by now. I do need to give a go at the 377. I'm not done that yet. Right, we're almost at Harrow and Wealdstone, and we've got another 710 coming the other way. Beautiful stuff. So we've seen a couple along this route. I think in reality you'd probably see a few more, but that's something that can change. Obviously with an update they can add some services in and whatever else, so hopefully, you know, we'll see quite a bit more of an extensive timetable, let's say, for the 710s. But I'm glad that they've included them, and it makes you think maybe they did the suffragette line on purpose to include them, to include some running on this route, because they maybe knew about this route before they even started making the suffragette line. Anyway, got a 72 stock here in the sidings. Beautiful. We're gonna have a little look at that soon. Yeah, I'll let you wait and see for what's gonna happen with that. But we're gonna slow down into Harrow. Beautiful stuff, and it's very cool because I did do a video not too long ago actually with the 710 on the Bakerloo line. Well, here it is. Finally, we've got the 710 on the Baker line for real this time. I quite like the fact that we've got the sort of, it'd be kind of like the S-Bahn thing in Germany, wouldn't it? But it's sort of like a metro-esque running, and then you've got the semi-express, and then you've got the full high-speed with the Avanti West Coast. I'm absolutely loving this route so far. I think in the few days that we've had it, I've almost done like 500 miles, which is absolutely nuts. So, doors on the left, beautiful. And here we go, Harrow and Wealdstone. Lovely stuff. And was that a car? Oh yeah, that noisy car up there. And this orange car that's just drifted around the corner. Lovely stuff. So as our passengers get off here at Harrow and Wealdstone, we're going to carry on down towards Queen's Park and London Euston, while I'm going to carry on in my own time. But I'm going to leave this video here because I've really enjoyed having a little look at the Lioness Line. Really neat services. I'm very much a fan of them. So there we go. That was the 710 on the Lioness Line. Let me know what you think of the 710 and whether we need to see some more services on this route, because I would like to see a few more services, because I'd give a full shift to go if I could. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please smash that like button and subscribe. If you're new, I'd massively appreciate it. Look at that, we've got a 350 arriving there. Beautiful. Just as we're doing an outro. Beautiful timing. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye bye.